What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Run My Crypto. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. What I want to talk to you guys about is the value of Jasmy and not necessarily the value of Jasmy. And what I mean by that is not to confuse you guys. I'm really talking about the value of the project versus the value of the actual coin in the markets, because the value of the coin with the value of the project is going to grow together in tandem, guys. And that's why we see a significant move from Jasmy, because the big exchanges know what's going on with Jasmy, but we need to talk about it. We need to understand what the value of Jasmy really is, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you can stay up to date with the Run My Crypto videos, guys. Make sure you guys know this is not financial advice. This is just some education behind why Jasmy is going to go to $1. So let's get into it, guys. Let's knock this out as quick as we can. Here we go. All right, family. So first off, right, so I really want to touch on exactly, because this kills me, like, to see things in the comments like people say, oh, Jasmy's dead, or so on and so forth. Sorry about that sarcastic voice. But, you know, the thing is that, you know, for people not to understand or grasp or even look at the concept that what Jasmy is doing, like, so something that came up in the comments, you know, somebody said to type in what Google was. And just to scratch the surface, I kind of touched on some of the major things that we're doing as a project, guys. I believe in Jasmy. I believe in Jasmy for the long run. And now, do I really think we're going to hit $1 in this bull run? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to start pushing that hard, guys, because we have to understand the value of Jasmy, and so do other investors. We have to get that information to the big investors, which I think they already know. I think there's a powerhouse play ready to come in. You got a company like Binance that holds a big portion of Jasmy tokens, guys. And then we have, you know, necessarily what Jasmy is going to be coming and rolling out in this year bull run, guys. So many people are saying that the bull run is going to go into 2025 and that we're going to see, you know, barely starting to get some rise through the time frame of the elections around the October, November, December area is where a lot of people say that we're going to get, you know, a strong influx of, you know, the momentum of the bull run. And then going into 2025, that we'll see the money start flowing into the altcoins. And generally the money that's coming through the time of the elections is going to be like Bitcoin doing some crazy phenomenal pumps, right? And then the money falling into Ethereum dominance and altcoin dominance. So here's the deal. For us to be able, well, I mean, let's look at it. Jasmy came out and said that within 3 to 6 months, they were going to have something put in place with Panasonic. And this is huge, guys. And what we failed to understand is that Jasmy's set up with not only Panasonic now, with Sony, and these are big, well-known name companies that are in the cryptocurrency space. So if you can't grasp that portion of it, you know, you have to really sit back and let that sink in a little bit, that you have Panasonic, Sony, Vios, all these major players within this project. Now, if Panasonic and Jasmy have a plan to start capturing and building the data locker with IoT information, like, that's crazy. That's huge. Like, that's big, right? Because that's going to only lead into, you know, further growth within IoT and data. And that's basically putting Jasmy into perspective. And the next big thing that Jasmy has is obviously Junction. So this is all added value to this project. So obviously Junction is basically the first incubated project that's coming off of Jasmy. So this is basically a service that provides GPU services from the biggest GPU colony. So it's just getting into basically deepin and AI, bringing it in to the Jasmy platform. So this is going to be an extension of Jasmy providing a service. Now, when we start to look at getting into additional services being provided, right? So we're looking at the services that are provided by the Jasmy token with IoT data locker. And then we start looking at services like Junction, which are going to be tied to that Jasmy token, now we're going to start seeing value added to the utilization of the Jasmy actual token. So this is where it gets super bullish. You know, and now talking about the Jasmy super wallet, it's kind of like, if you can't see the picture painted, right? So the value bringing Jasmy up as in a project versus as in price, right? So right now we're all hoping for $1. We know it's extremely possible. $50 billion market cap from a $1 billion market cap is not crazy, especially if you've seen many other bull runs in cryptocurrency. Now, with the vision, I want you to understand is you see Jasmy, and we're not even talking about lockups. We're not even talking about carbon credits. We're not even talking about utilization of the Jasmy super wallet or anything like that. We're simply talking about what Jasmy has basically put together from the get-go. We're talking about IoT, data locker, utilization of the token with data information. Now, they're building that with a very well-known company that's been around for eons, and that's Panasonic. Now, with that being built and then adding a service of AI DeepIn GPU rendering information cloud, like now you have a service that people could basically rent out these GPU to perform any type of duties. Now, this is going to be big in big companies in the, you know, Asian market, because they're going to start going into AI a lot faster than many other countries. So Japan's going to soak that all in, and they're going to start utilizing Junction in other countries. So they're already collecting data from other countries around the Asian area. So it's like, you know, the value of Jasmy's going to go up significantly. And this is why when we say Jasmy's going to go to $1, it's not far-fetched, because we have a lot of utility and real world use cases coming to play with Jasmy as a project. Now, once all this starts rolling out, you know, the valuation of Jasmy is going to continue to skyrocket. And that's why a lot of people are, you know, they come out with these targets of, you know, Jasmy being at, you know, $10, $5, $4, which is, it is very easy to obtain. And people think Jasmy's dead. Like, it's crazy. I don't understand how you get that. Now, that's just seeing, you know, the project long term. Now, what do we add in? You know, consistent lockups. Now you're creating scarcity, whether you start with 100 million, if you start with 100 million, or you start with, you know, 5 million or 1 billion. I'm sorry, if you start with 1 billion or 5 billion, either which way you look at it, if you're consistently locking these tokens up, you're going to create a scarcity. Right now, we're going to create demand for Jasmy off the bat, because the 98% circulating supply is already met, right? So there's already a demand because we're almost out of tokens, right? So this is what I'm saying, like, you know, creating that scarcity. And everybody knows, why do you think Binance picked up so much? Because they know the potential of what Jasmy is. As soon as Jasmy comes out of the innovation zone, as soon as, you know, all these other exchanges start pushing up Jasmy and promoting Jasmy, you know, in a better light, there's just so much positive going on for Jasmy right now. Like, so much positive everywhere. Like, even coming on Coinbase, and this was updated March 26, obviously right now. And, you know, you look at it and say, you know, there's positive information with Jasmy, right? So Jasmy climbing, current price is 0.0223, circulating supply 49 billion, Jasmy total market cap 1 billion. So the amount of Jasmy has traded, this is really key, right? So the amount of Jasmy traded has risen by $249 million in the last 24 hours, which is a 95.79 increase, right? And that tells me that, you know, with information coming out with Panasonic, Jasmy is getting bullish and more bullish. And it's simply, articles are popping up everywhere. Look, Panasonic partners with Binance, listed Jasmy altcoin, sparkling token, price surge, right? So let's read this again. This headliner is Panasonic partners with Binance, listed Jasmy altcoin, sparking token price surge. This is updated March 26, guys. So 95% increase in trading volume for the 24-hour, just because this simple news listed out coming from the Jasmy team. So, you know, it's getting to a point where we're starting to see the value in Jasmy simply based on everything that's coming out, and them converting or pivoting from, you know, promising many things for the project and now putting everything into practice so that we could start seeing real utility coming out of this coin. So when I say the value of Jasmy being 2 cents is really not as important as the value of Jasmy and the project that it's pretty much shaping out to be. So when people are telling me that, it's impossible for Jasmy to get to $1, and they're telling me that Jasmy is dead, and they're telling me that, this is, a dead project, so on and so forth. Well, I'm telling you back that $50 billion for a market cap is not unachievable for a project that's literally taking massive big companies that already know how to do the work. These are Sony's been around for eons. Panasonic's been around for eons. Vios has been around forever. Needing secure PC software, needing the Internet of Things and tracking data to be able to store it in a locker. This is important for us as users with entering into Web3, and this is going to be huge. There's people that say internet computer is trash, and to me, I'm like, wow, that's unbelievable. It's the best performing on-chain project out there. Now we look at Jasmy, and they say the same thing, but a lot of people that are saying that same crap, when Jasmy was at 0.003, 0.004, they said we're going to zero. Guys, we're at 0.02 cents. Let's go. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date as we travel from 1 billion to 50 billion, guys. Jasmy to $1. Take care. Be blessed. See you guys on the next one.